What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And if there's anybody that's new here, I want to welcome you to the channel. And I sincerely hope that wherever you are in the world, that your day and week has been amazing thus far. And for this video today, I am so excited because we are going to be doing a Disney Wish merch haul from some stuff that we did pick up while we were on board the ship. And then I also want to do a little bit of a review at the end of the video. I want to go ahead and go over if I felt it was worth it and would we do it again. So let's go ahead and get on into the video. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get on into what we do have here for you. So for many of you, you probably would feel the same way about this, but I am an avid collector of many things, and some of those things are cups and mugs, and I love Tervis tumblers. So one of the very first things that we did pick up while we were on board is this beautiful Disney Wish Tervis tumbler. It does look like this, and it has this beautiful, if you can tell, right here, it has this beautiful scroll work on it. This is the top lid right here. It does pop open right there, and it is pretty much, I would consider it like a double wall tumbler. So this was one of the first things that we did pick up while we were on board, and I can tell you that this one was $24.99. This is a 16 ounce, so this is not the really big Tervis. This is kind of the one like right below that. So the next thing was the coffee mug that has this beautiful blueprint of the Disney Wish on here. And as you can clearly see looking at it, it just, you know, it says Disney Wish up here, and then the blueprint of it just kind of goes pretty much all the way around the cup. Not the entirety, but almost all the way around. And then we do have here a very nice handle, and inside it is a pretty deep mug. It's a beautiful shiny mug on the inside. This one was $19.99. And then the second one that we picked up is just so cute because as the pictures were kind of coming out online from people that had sailed on board the ship, and they were showing like pictures of, you know, the different merch and stuff, this happened to be one of the things that I saw that I really wanted. And so this one is beautiful. This one has Captain Minnie on this side, and then it has this beautiful like scroll work type handle right here. This honestly kind of reminds me of a mermaid tail at the bottom. I don't know, I could be all wrong. You can definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but it definitely kind of reminiscent of a mermaid tail there. And then in the center, we have this beautiful Disney Wish and then the Disney Cruise Line logo. And then on this side is Captain Mickey. But this right here is something that I thought was phenomenal because my older daughter actually found this before I did because she has an eagle eye. But what really makes this cup, in my opinion, stand out all the more is the fact that you do have different little symbols on the scroll work here. So as you can clearly see, we have Tinkerbell right here. We have a snowflake, and then of course we have R2-D2, and we have the Resistance. So nice little Star Wars reference there. Here is Rapunzel's son, and this is for, I would think there is a salon on board the ship, and it is called the Untangled Salon, which is really beautiful. So there is that reference there. And then of course we have the Disney Princess crown here at the top. And then we have, let's see, this is really cool because this is actually Spider-Man. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there he is coming down on the web there basically. And then over here, of course, we do have some more symbols and the Avengers logo right here. So definitely this is just an absolutely beautiful mug. It's got a nice weight to it. And this one was $19.99. So for both of these, what I thought was really awesome is the fact that both of these are dishwasher and microwave safe. And I don't know for any of you that have ever been down here on vacation, if you've purchased any mugs within the theme parks or, you know, on Disney Cruise Line, not all of them in my experience through the years that I've purchased them have been microwave and dishwasher safe, and these happen to be. So these are very nice. So the next thing that we love to collect is pins. So definitely, I have to say, if any of you love pins, then you might be interested in the few that we have here. So The very first pin that I have, I purchased because I wanted to commemorate us going on to Castaway Cay. And while there is stuff that you can purchase on Castaway Cay, I didn't do any purchasing there, not because I didn't want to, just simply because I knew that we were purchasing stuff on board the ship. So I did go ahead and find this on board the ship, which I thought was really nice. And this is the Castaway Cay pin. And it is just so cute because it does have a few different little areas that are, you know, that you can find on Castaway Cay. So for example, it says Castaway Cay, it says Minnie's Cozy Cabanas, Mr. Ray's Stingray Adventure, Goofy's Getaway Bikes, Snorkel Hut, Cookies Barbecue, and there's a couple more on there as well. So for this one, this was only $12.99. So price-wise, it wasn't too bad. And it does have that little sticker on the back that's color-coded. Again, if any of you, when you've ever been down here on vacation, probably experienced many times where they have those color-coded tags on the back of a product. And sometimes you can see where they have a sign that will give you the breakdown of those colors, and sometimes they don't. In this case, I will tell you, while we were on board the ship, it did not have a sign, so I had to find out what that actual cost was when we went up to the register. So the second one that we did go ahead and pick up, this is called a group pin, and this one is also $12.99, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out of the package for you so you can see it. And this is just so cute. So for this one, it does say Disney Wish on it again, and of course we have all of our, pretty much our main characters, if you will, on here. And then just to turn it to the side to give you guys kind of an idea, in terms of size and thickness, it is a nice, thick, substantial pin, in my opinion. So we did pick that one up. And then the next one that we picked up, my daughter, my youngest one, Nevaeh, she is a huge fan of Minnie Mouse. She loves Minnie Mouse. So this one was also $12.99. And this one is just too stinking cute for words as well. So here she is in her little sailor outfit. And then if you turn it to the side, of course it does say Disney Wish right here. And then it's basically like this beautiful double layered pin. So it does have a nice thickness to it as well. So there's that one. The next one I picked up from my mom because she is a huge Tinkerbell fan. So for anybody that has a Tinkerbell fan in their life, I am sure they are absolutely going to love this. So this right here is just too stinking cute for words. So this is to like basically replicate her pixie dust. So, and it is sealed, so you won't have to worry about anything falling out of here or losing it or anything like that. And then I just love the iridescence within her wings. It's just this beautiful color, and of course there she is, and she's just so stinking cute. And I love Tinkerbell as well. So this one was only $14.99. So this one was a little bit more, and I'm gonna guess it was just simply because of the fact that it does have this little vial of glitter inside of it. And the last one my oldest daughter actually picked up, and this actually is the exact design of the Marvel restaurant that is on board the ship. So as you're coming through that walkway right there, entering the restaurant, on either side of the wall, you have these two beautiful, and that's kind of an understatement, it is just beyond gorgeous, these beautiful like plaques on the wall. And here they are right here. So on this one, as you can see, we've got Captain America, Spider-Man, and the Wasp. And then over here we've got Black Panther, one of our very, very, very favorite ones. And then we also have, in this one, we have Iron Man, and I do apologize, I'm so sorry. The Wasp is on this side, and this is Captain Marvel. I am so sorry. So there are those there, and this is a double set, and these are a beautiful, substantial size in my opinion as well. So for both of these, this was $17.99, so we did pick these up. The next thing that I wanna show you guys are some magnets that we did purchase. And for what they are and the price of them, I didn't feel it was too bad. So the very first one I'm going to show you is too stinking cute. And this, again, here we go. We've got the Disney Wish and our basic main characters. And in terms of size, it's a nice chunky little magnet. It is basically rubbery, so it is bendable, but the magnets are inside the rubber, and it adheres to the refrigerator beautifully. So for this one, this was only $9.99. Again, for the size of it, I didn't think that was too bad. The second one, I love the color. It's just too beautiful. And this one was only $9.99 as well. So the next one that I have here for you is, again, Disney Wish. And this is just this beautiful gold color with all this kind of like, you know, filigree work around it. And weight wise, it's not too heavy, but it's not too light. It's got a nice little weight to it for $9.99. So there's that one. The next set of magnets that we picked up, I'm sure they will probably still have these on board ship if you get on board. And one of the main things that everybody loves to do when they go on a Disney cruise is to decorate their stateroom door with magnets. Now, we did not have any magnets initially going since this was our first cruise ever. And of course, when we were inside Mickey's Mainsail, I saw these and I could not pass them up. Now, I will tell you that they come inside a sheet. It's like a magnetic sheet. And it's got the, excuse me, it's got the cutouts. So you just punch out the magnets. So this is not in its original packaging, but I can tell you that you do get all of these magnets I'm about to show you for $19.99. And whenever we do get a chance to ever go back on board, and hopefully that'll be in the very near future, we will definitely take these with us to put them on our stateroom door. So the first two that I'm going to show you are so cute. So of course we have what looks like the Disney cruise ship. So there's that one. And then the second larger one that comes in this set is, of course, it says Disney Wish right here. So there's that one. And then the next ones are more smaller ones, but they're so cute because you can kind of put these around the two larger magnets that I just showed you and, you know, decorate your door however you want. So for these two, we've got the wheel and we've got the anchor with little Mickey on it. So there's that one. And then the next two, and this is too cool. I love this. Goofy is living his best life with his ice cream right here. And then of course we have Chip and Dale right here and their little water raft, which is very, very cute. And then the next two that we have in the set, which is very, very nice, is, let's see here. We got Pluto and Donald. And there they are right there. And I love this because Pluto's got his popcorn. So there's those. And then the last two in this set, of course, would not be complete without the big cheese. So we do, of course, have our Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie. So these do hold a place on our refrigerator also in the meantime. So I just felt for the entire set and for it to be $19.99 wasn't too bad. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and get into with you guys is we did purchase some t-shirts on board, but these particular t-shirts I purchased, anybody can wear them, but I did purchase them specifically for my son. So since we are huge Marvel fans, I couldn't pass up getting him this shirt, and this particular shirt was $24.99. And I can tell you that for both of these, as far as the material goes, they feel very, very solid. They're a soft cotton. They're not too thick, not too thin, so they're perfect. So on this one, this is absolutely beautiful because, of course, here we've got some of our Marvel characters here. And then at the very, very bottom, it does say Avengers Quantum Encounter. And then what I thought was really cool about this shirt as well is the fact that on the one sleeve here, it does say Disney Wish on it, which is really, really nice. So for this one, if I didn't state it already, it is $24.99 for this one. So I did pick that up for him. And the next one that I did pick up was, again, that beautiful, you know, blueprint look of the Disney Wish. So there's that one right there. And again, cotton feels nice and soft and solid. It's a beautiful shirt. This one was also $24.99 as well. The next thing that I did have here is I wanted the Spirit jersey because I just really, really love the look of it, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And as far as the material goes on the Spirit jersey, it's not too thick, it's not too thin. It feels just right. So I very much am pleased with it. It's a nice soft cotton, not a really, really heavy cotton, because I remember initially when Walt Disney World started releasing Spirit jerseys a few years back, they were extremely heavy and you would have needed to live in, you know, subarctic temperatures in order for it to be comfortable. So with this one, on the front, it does say Disney Cruise Line right there in the corner. And then of course on the back, continuing on with the pattern thus far, it does say Disney Wish, and it does have, you know, all of our little characters on it right there. So there is that one. And for this one, this was the, I would say, second most expensive thing that I picked up while we were on board. So for this particular shirt here, it was $74.99. So Spirit jerseys usually are pretty pricey, so that was one of those things. And then the next thing was, I love to collect beach towels. So there was a beach towel that I did want to get. And again, I would consider this another expensive item because it was pretty pricey for a towel. It is a fairly large size towel though, so I will say in that regard, I really appreciate that. So it was $29.99. And again, this is, I'm gonna try to hold it up here so you guys can see it. We have here, we've got Donald down here in the corner, and he's just snacking away on his food. And in the center of it, of course, again, it does say Disney Wish. And we got Goofy up here. And then at the bottom, if you guys can see that, we have, let's see, Chippendale. And then if we go across the other side here, we do have Captain Minnie. And then of course there's Captain Mickey. And then down here in the corner, we have Pluto hanging out in the pool. And again, this is a, you know, fairly large size towel in my opinion. And in terms of how it feels like a very solid towel. And the next thing that we did pick up were some lanyards. So these lanyards, there were several lanyards to pick from on board the ship, but I will tell you that these two in particular felt the best in terms of the quality of the materials used and just how they felt and how they looked, because there were a few other lanyards that we did look at and they did look absolutely beautiful, but then once I picked them up and I was, you know, holding them, they just didn't feel solid. And they were, believe it or not, charging way more for those particular ones than the ones that I'm going to show you here, and the quality just wasn't there. So the first one is going to be a reversible lanyard, which I really love, and it was $15.99. And as you can see here, it does say Disney Cruise Line going down the side, and of course we have all of our little characters. So we got Pluto, and again Captain Mickey and Goofy, and of course Captain Minnie. And then you come down here to the bottom and you got this cute little centerpiece here, which of course is Captain Mickey again. But what's really nice about this is, again, this is reversible. So you got the blue side and you got the red side. So we did go ahead and snag that one. And then the other one is also reversible, which I thought was really nice. So for this one, if you can see here, it says Starboard, Life's Better at Sea, Disney Cruise Line, and then it's got Ahoy, and it's just got this cute little pattern going all the way down. And then if you turn it on the other side, reverse it, you do have all of your little characters right here, and they look like little anchors, which is so cute. At the very bottom, what I really appreciated about this one is it does come with a little pouch. So for this one, of course, you know, this isn't Disney Cruise Line specific. You're not tied to that. So if you guys want to wear these within the parks, of course, you can certainly do that. And with this one, you can keep your Key to the World card in here, which of course, when you're on board, that is your room key. Turns your lights on and off in your room. It can be used for charging privileges, so you can keep that in there. Or if you're going to the theme parks, you can certainly put your annual pass or your ticket, whatever you want to do. So these were absolutely beautiful. And for this one, it was $12.99. So price-wise, it was a little bit less than the other one that I just went ahead and showed you. And then, of course, the next thing that I do love is salt and pepper shakers. And I have never seen salt and pepper shakers like this before in my life. I mean, these are just too stinking cute for words. So this set was $19.99. And as you can see, the two funnels are for your salt and pepper. And then of course the ship itself holds the 2 funnels. So definitely, while you guys are on board, if you love collecting things, Disney Cruise Line, and you love salt and pepper shakers, I would highly recommend these. I just thought this was so stinking cute. Again, I've never seen anything like this, so I just thought that was adorable. And so anybody, I'm sure, that, you know, has ever gone on vacation, you love to be able to pick up a picture frame to commemorate your trip and be able to put, you know, some of your pictures in there. So for this first one, so stinking cute. This is going to be a 4x6 frame. And yes, this one was a bit pricey. So this one is so cute because, again, you've got your 2 main people on there. And as far as the weight of it goes, it feels nice. Again, not too heavy, not too light. And on the back here, it does have the usual little things that you move to open up to put your picture in there. It does have the stand, so it comes out like this. So again, this one was $29.99. So again, this one was a little bit more pricey, but I definitely don't regret getting this one because I really, really like it. And then the second one that I picked up, I honestly was torn because there was also another one that was so adorably cute. So it was in the shape of the ship. And then in the center of it, it had 3 circles, which was made to look like the little portholes that you see while you're on board the ship. But I ultimately decided to skip on that one for right now. And hopefully next time when we do go on board, I'll be able to go ahead and snag that one. But for this one, that comes in this beautiful blue Disney Cruise Line box, and this one was $22.99. So for this one, it does have, as far as packaging goes, it is in a styrofoam little package right here. And then inside is, this is just so cute. So this is a beautiful little circular picture frame with all the gorgeous little like nautical nods, if you will, to anything aboard ship. And then of course at the bottom, this is what I love. It says life's better at sea, because of course, I'm not gonna lie, life was pretty darn good at sea. So again, following the same thing that I just showed you with the last one, it does have these 2 little tabs in the back that you move, and of course the stand to go ahead and pop out and use. So the one other thing I did pick up was they did have the Disney Cruise Line reusable tote bags. So I'm gonna also reiterate once again, if any of you have ever been inside of our Disney World theme parks, Walt Disney World theme parks, you know that most of them have their own reusable themed little tote. So I did, while I was on board the ship, go ahead and pick up all 3 sizes of these. So this is obviously the very large tote right here. So this is the front, and this is the back, and it does say Disney Cruise Line. So it does have that right there. So for these, just to give you an idea of the prices for all 3 of these, and they weren't terribly expensive. So on the small tote that I picked up, it was $1. The medium one was $1.25, and the large one was $1.50. And last but definitely not least are these adorable beauties I'm wearing. So these are just too stinking cute for words. I, again, love collecting ears, and I have to tell you, I was pleasantly surprised because in terms of how they feel, these are actually very lightweight, because most of the time when I've purchased ears in the past, they do have a tendency to hurt my head and give me a headache because they're very, very tight. But I have to tell you, the band on this is very bendable. They're very lightweight. It's got this cute little pirate hat here in the middle, the beautiful little feather, and then of course on the back it does say Disney Cruise Line right there. And in the center of it, it does have kind of like a, I guess I could call it maybe a Velcro type texture, possibly. So for these were $29.99, and I do have to tell you, I'm actually surprised I managed to get these and pick these up, because the first night we were on board the ship, I didn't see these when we were in Mickey's Mainsail. I did see people on board the ship wearing them, and if they had purchased them that evening, I have to tell you, they had to have just flown right off the shelf, absolutely just gone, because I didn't see these until the very last night that we were on board ship. And we decided to go ahead and, you know, do one last hurrah and go into Mickey's Mainsail. and see what we could find. And I found these and I picked them up because I did see people wearing them on board. And again, I just thought they were so cute, but I hadn't seen them. So I'm very happy I was able to go ahead and snag these. So that is the official merch haul for you. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get on into my review of the Disney Wish. Do I feel it was worth it? And would we go ahead and would we do it again? So I do have to tell you, I absolutely 100% feel that it was worth it. And I just want to preface this with the fact that I do understand that Disney cruises are not cheap. I know that. And I understand that a lot of people save up for many, many years to be able to take kind of like a once in a lifetime trip. So keeping that in mind, you know, I do feel that the service, the level of service and what you experience when you're on board ship is unparalleled to anybody else. And I know I have never sailed with anybody else, but I've heard many, many stories from people who have sailed with other cruise lines and then sailed with us, and there is no comparison. Also, the fact that I was, you know, finally able to get on board, my girls were finally able to get on board, and for it to be Disney Cruise Line, let alone the very brand new Disney Cruise Line cruise ship, to me was just absolutely phenomenal. It was amazing. So with what you get that's included, I feel for the price, it is worth it. So all your food on board is included, unless of course you do something extra. And what I mean by extra is on board some of our other Disney cruise ships, we have an adult only dining, which is Remy and Paulo, and those are separate. So those are not included. And then of course, if you choose to go into any of the treat type shops, so for example, while we were on board the Disney Wish, we did go inside the Inside Out Joyful Sweets, and we did get a couple things in there inside that store, and that was in my last video that I put up. I did show some footage of that, and I will definitely link that video down below for you guys. So I will tell you that inside there they had ice cream, they had gelato, and all of it looked absolutely amazing. And then of course they had the more decadent, decorative type cupcakes. They had chocolate covered marshmallows, they had macaroons, they had, oh my goodness gracious, I lost count. There was just so much stuff. And we did go ahead and try a couple of the things that they did have on board. And I will tell you, while it was yummy and it was delicious, it was a bit too sweet for us. But it definitely is something, if while you're on board you want to do that little bit of extra, you can certainly do that. But just know that is something that you will have to pay for. So as far as the food is concerned on board the ship, I don't think I have any complaints about the food on board the ship. I felt that everything that we had, especially up on deck 11, where you can go get, it's basically like unlimited buffet, and that is also where you'll get your unlimited chocolate and vanilla ice cream. To that point, I want to bring up the thing that I thought was a bit interesting on board the new Disney Wish versus on board our other Disney cruise ships. They have the unlimited chocolate and vanilla ice cream while you're on board, yes. But if I'm not mistaken, on those ships, on the other ships, it is self-serve. So, you know, you go up there, you get your cone, go about your business, get your ice cream, and you're done. On board the Disney Wish, it is not set up that way. So you will have to go up to the counter and you will have to ask a cast member, and they will of course assist and get that for you. So that is one thing that is a little bit different about this ship versus our other ships. And again, I'm going to just reiterate, rookie mistake that I made going on board, and my friend told me to do this and I left and I completely forgot. But definitely bring large cups with you guys. So if it's just yourself, or even if you have, you know, your entire family with you, I encourage you to bring cups, because again, while you're up on deck 11, you can get your refills of any Coca-Cola beverage. They have an unsweet tea, which I felt tasted really, really good. Of course, you can get water, you can get unlimited hot cocoa, and then they also have coffee. So definitely, to save yourself that back and forth, I will be sure to pack cups next time. Definitely do that so you can fill up, take them back to your stateroom, and you're good to go. And I also wanted to go ahead and give my review of one of the rotational dining restaurants that are on board the ship that you will have, and that is 1923. So as far as the restaurant itself is concerned, it is a beautiful restaurant. And I highly encourage you to, when you have time, go ahead and take a look at all of the artwork that is in there, because it is absolutely gorgeous. It is breathtaking. The food was amazing. I enjoyed every bit of the food that we had. But it did say on the app that it was dress casual, if I'm not mistaken. And I have to be honest, we didn't get 100% dressed up. We did more dress casual. And I did feel out of place being in that restaurant. And I'm sure that's probably just a me thing, because again, I didn't really get dressed up. It said dress casual. That's what we did. It definitely feels more fancy than a dress casual. And it's not really a restaurant that is geared, in my opinion, towards smaller children. Of course, you can bring your kids with you. You know, that's your rotational dining. But I don't think that they're going to get the same amount of experience and fun out of this restaurant that you do when you go to Arendelle or go to the Marvel restaurant. You're just not, because it's more of, to me and in my opinion, and the way my girls felt about it, it was more of an adult themed style restaurant. And the other thing is the tables are very close together. There's really not a whole lot of walk room when you're in there. So that was the only other thing, because literally, like, here was our table and our neighbor's table. And obviously we could just like reach out and touch each other. And I just, I don't know. For me, that was a bit of a, I can look past it, but it was very, very, I mean, just too tight. Like this was the aisle, basically. So that would be my only thing, that again, if you have small children, just be prepared that maybe their attention span being in there might not be that prolonged, because there's not any entertainment that goes with that particular dining rotation. But the other two restaurants, 100%, kids are going to love them, especially if you guys are Marvel fans, Frozen fans, you're going to love them. So the next thing that blew my mind, there's no charge for room service. Who does that? Holy cow. So we were on board the first night, and I was going through the menu, because in your stateroom, the TV in your room basically houses anything and everything you could possibly need. You can look at your onboard account. You can watch movies. That's another thing. All the Disney movies, Marvel movies, all that good stuff. Like, you can, they're free. There's no charge. They're on your stateroom TV. Oh my gosh. So we did watch a few movies a couple nights in a row while we were on board in the room, which I thought was amazing. So as we're going through and we're looking at stuff, I realized that, and I'm looking in the app, I'm like, we can order room service. Well, the first thing that came to my mind is, I was obviously wanting to know how much that was going to cost, because again, anytime you go anywhere, even if you go to the Walt Disney World resorts, you are going to get charged for room service, but not on Disney Cruise Line. I can't speak for other cruise lines, but we don't charge. The only thing that you would get possibly charged for in the room service portion would be if you choose to get a specialty type beverage or things of that nature. So let's say like an espresso or something like that. That is not included. But food and basic beverages like apple juice or milk and things like that, holy cow, I couldn't believe it. And then to make it even better, in my opinion, in the drawer that was in the where the vanity is at, I opened the drawer up, and inside there's two cards that we found. And basically what you do is, if you flip it over, it is for you to go ahead and put in an order in to get like room service breakfast delivered. And then the latest window you can have that delivered to your stateroom door is between 9 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Now, mind you, on the very last night of your cruise, that is not a feature that you can have, because you've obviously got to get up and get out. So just keep that in mind, that the very last night of your cruise, you will not be able to put that tag outside and hang on your stateroom door handle, because you're going to be, getting up early and leaving. But we did go ahead and take advantage of that one morning, and there is just so much stuff on there. You can get croissants, you can get fruit bowls, which we did get, and it was phenomenal. You can get coffee, you can get teas, you can get donuts, you can get Danish. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on and on. So again, holy cow, who does that? So that right there, again, for me, I was like, okay, I'm sold. Because any of you know, if you've ever taken a vacation anywhere, by the time you pay for airfare or you choose to drive and there's a rental car or you choose to drive your own car, there's still gas involved. And then it's paying for the actual resort or hotel itself for however many nights you're going to be there. And then it's the cost of food for everybody on top of that. And then if you're going into a theme park, all the theme park tickets. And then if you want merch, of course, you know, when you're on board Disney Cruise Line, yes, you have to pay for your merch. You have to pay for, you know, things of that nature. If you want to get the internet package or data package, yes, you do have to pay for that. You do get 50 megabytes, I believe it is, free right off the bat, but please be careful because you will blow through that very, very quickly. So you do get that amount initially going on board, and if you want to tack on to that and add on to that, you certainly can do that. We did not, just because I didn't have a full knowledge of it going on board, but I did look into it a little more after coming home, and I definitely will be taking advantage of that next time. But just putting that out there. So, you know, there is that option. So things of that nature obviously are extra. But the fact that you've got all your main foods and you've got treats, you know, basic treats, and you've got coffee and tea and sodas and room service, no charge. Holy cow. And of course, I mean, with the room service thing, you know, if you want to give that person a tip for bringing that to your room, you can certainly, you know, add on gratuity. So that is completely 100% up to you if you choose to do that. But I just felt that that was phenomenal. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one, as you can, you know, probably clearly see. So that was pretty much it. And I will say that the night, or when we got there, our parking did cost us $68 to park at the port, which essentially breaks down to about $17 a day for the 4 days that we were there. So just know that if you do choose to drive your own car or even a rental car and you're parking at the Disney Cruise Line CT8, you know, Port Canaveral parking garage, there, you know, there is a charge for that, and so you will be paying that up front as soon as you get there. But absolutely 100%, I highly recommend. We cannot wait to go back on. So I definitely hope that that helped you guys out a little bit, gave you a little bit of insight, you know, as far as how we felt about it and, you know, where we stand on it. If you stuck around this entire video, thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. And please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell all your friends and family, because it is going to mean so much to this channel in more ways than you could possibly imagine. So with that being said, I definitely want to thank you guys again so much. And I do hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. Please don't forget to spread love and kindness, and we'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.